Hey guys, Dani here, and welcome to my little corner of the internet. Recently, I bought myself a little birthday present. They are the Beats Studio 3 Wireless, and I already owned the Solo 3 Wireless, so naturally I compared them. And here's what I found out, coming up. So the Beats Studio 3 Wireless are the newest addition to the Beats lineup from Apple that have upgraded with the W1 chip and fast charging technology. So let's unbox it. As expected from both Beats and Apple, the unboxing experience is spectacular. We get a nice box with a sleeve on top that showcases the headphones inside. I got the limited edition porcelain rose cup. Once you open the box, you are greeted by the Beats motto, "Change the way you hear sound." Below that, you get your Beats inside a hard shell case. Below that, you get your cords with included 35mm remote talk cable and your micro USB cable, as well as a carabiner clip. So, what did I like, what did I not like, and how did the two compare to each other? First off, with what I like. I absolutely love the over-ear design. Because with the Solo 3s, I noticed that my ears would get very tired very quickly because of the on-ear design. It becomes very uncomfortable very rapidly. So the over-ear design is so much better. I also really love the W1 chip. What the W1 chip does is allow you to very quickly pair your headphones with your Apple products. It also attaches itself to your Apple ID so that no matter which device you're using that's also signed into that same iCloud account, you can connect to your headphones with ease and they're always there. It's also very convenient because if you ever change devices, like get a new phone, once you log into your Apple ID, your headphones are right there and you can connect to them without a problem. I also like the build quality on these headphones compared to the Solos. For me personally, I've had my Solo 3s replaced twice in the last year because they've broken or the buttons haven't worked or the folding mechanism will just become super flimsy really easily. So these are very clearly a lot better and a lot stronger, so hopefully they will last a lot longer. Now on to what I don't like about these headphones. First of all, I do not like the fact that they always have to be charged. So even if you want to just plug them in to like your regular setup as wired headphones, they will not work whatsoever if there's no battery. Yes, they have fast charging, so you will get 3 hours of battery life with a 10-minute charge, but still, I feel like if I'm spending over $400 on a pair of headphones, I should be able to just plug in those headphones and they should work even if they don't have battery and I don't need to use the noise cancellation feature. Secondly, I don't like the fact that the noise cancellation gives you this compressed feeling. It's almost like being in an airplane where you have this pressure on your ears. It's especially noticeable when like you're in between songs or a song pauses, or like if you were just trying to like skip to the next track and there's that brief moment of like silence, it will just feel like you're in an airplane all the time, which can also be very fatiguing to the ears, so I can't keep that feature on for very long without it starting to really bother me. Lastly, I really didn't like the overlooked things when it came to the design. Like for example, these headphones use micro USB to charge, but it's technically an Apple product. So even if they wanted to use Lightning or USB-C would be a much better option than micro USB. When I'm going on a trip or just like going out for the day, I would love to have every product that's in association with Apple to have the same cord. So either to have all Lightning so that I can charge my phone, my iPad, and my headphones with that quick charge feature, or even USB-C would be fine because then I can also charge other things that I do own that are USB-C. I really don't own anything that's micro USB, so the fact that I have to bring along this extra cable for no reason is quite annoying. And And on top of that, it's not even like Apple hasn't implemented Lightning into the Beats lineup. The Beats X use Lightning to charge, so it just doesn't make any sense. Secondly, I really don't like the case design on the studio headphones. Like I've mentioned before, I have the solo headphones, and you can see the care that they put into the case design with the solo headphones. The case color on the top, like the Beats logo, is color matched to the color of the headphones that you've got, whereas studios, they're just this generic hard case, black Beats logo. And even on the zipper for the solo headphones, you have a color matched Beats logo. So if I'm paying more for the studio headphones, why aren't those little details also being brought over to this hard shell case? As well as the fact that the solo case has a pocket that you can put your 35mm cable or your charging cable in it so that it's not in a separate place. But then at the same time, the studio headphones, the 35mm cable is color matched to the color of the headphones, whereas the solos aren't. So I'm just super confused with the design choices that they're making, and it just doesn't make sense because Apple prides themselves on being a leader in design, but clearly they're doing something wrong. So now what you guys really came for. How do the two headphones compare to each other? Personally, I prefer the studio headphones. They have a much flatter sound, which is way more balanced, so that I can actually hear each instrument, whereas the solos are a little bit more muddy. And like I mentioned before, the build quality on the studios is just so much better than the solos, because I've broken my solos twice in 1 year. So overall, I think the studios are a better headphone. The listening experience is so much better with the over-ear design, already isolating a lot of the sound, as well as the noise cancellation, even though I don't use it very often. So the sound isolation, even with the noise cancellation off, is just so much better than the solos. So I would love to use the studios way more than I use the solos. But which one do I think that you guys should buy? Honestly, I don't think the studios, in their bump in sound quality and their much better design, is actually worth the extra $70. Because the features, like the noise cancellation, that cabin pressure feeling is just completely unbearable for more than 20 minutes. And the solos, you can actually have them as regular earphones that are wired if you just plug it in, unlike the studios that need to constantly have a charge. So as a musician, I would much rather be walking around listening to music with the solos, especially because I do like a more bassy sound. I like to be able to feel my music, but I will be using the studios for more of monitoring music when I'm recording music, or videos when I'm trying to edit my videos to monitor the sounds on those. So that's my musician's perspective on the studios and the solos. And the last thing that I want to talk to you guys about is why I use Beats headphones. Because Beats headphones are not really known to be used with musicians. But I personally really like Beats, mainly for just the convenience of the Apple features. I didn't really get into Beats until Apple bought them. Honestly, convenience is a big factor, because yes, there might be other headphones that have better sound quality for a cheaper price, but they don't have the W1 chip, and honestly, once you are using that W1 chip and you want to go from your iPad to your MacBook to your iMac to your iPhone, and it's just a simple process, nothing can beat that. Convenience is everything. Your time is worth money, so being able to switch very easily is my number one priority. And even though I'm a musician and sound quality is extremely important to me, if I really want to listen to something at a high quality sound, I have high quality speakers on my iMac that I will listen to music with. So if I'm just going to be putting headphones on to listen to a YouTube video or even to listen to a song, I'm okay with not having the best sound quality, but having the most convenience. So that's why I choose Beats. Well, there you have it. That's my review of the studio headphones and how they compare to the Solos. I also want to thank everyone for all the amazing birthday wishes. I honestly felt so special today. Yes, I'm recording this today on my birthday. So yeah, you guys have really made me feel super special today, and I just really want to thank you. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up, and if you loved it, consider subscribing. Especially with these new YouTube rules, subscriptions and watch minutes have become the forefront of YouTube, so I would really appreciate it if you guys subscribe. I will see you guys next week, where I'm finally going to release my cover that I promised last month, but I got super sick and wasn't able to edit it, but I did film it last month. So I'm excited for you guys to finally hear my voice. Well, at least my singing voice. I'll see you guys next week. Bye!